Hi guys and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to unbox this KWA QRF MOD 2. Hi guys and welcome back. If you do enjoy my video today, please do like and subscribe because you will be massively helping me out. So I've got another unboxing of another KWA here, courtesy of JTAC Customs, who've been kind enough to send me this along just to show you guys and to do a quick disassembly of it as well in a separate video. Now don't forget, this was filmed in the middle of the UK's coronavirus lockdown. So I am unable to show it being fired properly, although I have got somewhere in future to show it off. So it's just going to be a limited sort of unboxing today and a disassembly video in future. So this is one of the new QRF mod series. This is the mod 2, which takes the TK45 mags, the straight mags, but also has its own 80 round mags as well, which we'll see in a minute. It is a nice package. I'm looking forward to opening this one up and seeing it. I do prefer this one over the mod, the other one. I prefer the front end. Just the straight mags look better to me. So just a quick point of note. So this AEG 2.5, some people have commented about which Titan to get and things like that, and they're asking about getting Titan V3 when they see that their TK45, for example, has got an AEG 3. Those are not Gearbox versions, those are features. So these are based off a version 2 Gearbox, and it's effectively, whether it's a recoil or a non-recoil in a KWA of recent, it's the same Gearbox. It's an AEG 3 if it's got a recoil unit in it, but it still needs the version 2 Gate Titan. Same with the AEG 2.5, it's just, it used to include like a mag cut-off and things like that, but you've got like sort of other little bits and pieces like the adjustable FPS and things like that. So it's an improvement over a standard version 2, but it still needs a Gate Titan version 2 in there. So I could see how people might get confused and things, and I just wanted to sort of comment on that. So we'll get started. Box then, obviously get a nice partial picture of the gun on there. There it is. I am really looking forward to this. Other than that, it's just KWA branding and then a little bit about the features on the back. So I'll get this open and get this started, and there it is. Now I know JTAC himself has been sort of tinkering a little bit with this one, so at the minute it doesn't have its battery cap on the end, but we can forgive him for that. So we'll have a look at the mag. That is, I believe, 120, it is a 120 round mag. I think, if I'm right, it's the same length it is as the TK45 mag. But obviously the TK45 mags have the outer little brakes on the bottom. So let's have a look in there. You get your usual manual, a little bit of a sticker, and you get this variable FPS tool. So if yours doesn't have a recoil unit in it, you can use this variable FPS tool. So what that allows you to do is you put this down into the back once you've removed a couple of parts, and you plug it into the back of what is the spring guide, and you can adjust the FPS of your gun to match the needs of that sight and things like that. So it's quite a cool little system that they've got going off in there. Now here is the mod 2 itself. Now that is really, really nice. I love the styling of it. Move that out of the way. I love the absolute look of it, and it's got some real weight to it, The mag looks, I prefer the straighter mags to the curved mags. I think they just look a little bit nicer, a little bit more aggressive. You know, let's try it with a TK45 mag in it. It is pretty damn cool. I mean, this, other than the stands, it pretty much is a TK45. Internally, all the KWAs of recent, you know, starting with the TK45, the T6 and things, they've all got the same gearbox and internals, more or less. The hop unit's the same as the TK45, including the little bracing plate. We will pop this open in a separate disassembly video. You know, in terms of the front end, it's based off the T6. I love the muzzle brake, just that sort of like angry, aggressive look to it. The flip-up sights click into place really nice and solidly, and having used my TK45 without a red dot on things, they do look really sharp and cool on there, and they work really, really well. You've got your ambidextrous mag catch, the enhanced button as well, which is nice. It matches the TK45 mag catch. Obviously it takes TK45 mags. You know, your selector clicks into place really nice and firm. It's just a really nice quality build, like we've been seeing from sort of KWA recently. You know, you can lock your back, your ejection port, so that you can adjust your hop unit. You can see there, hop is up, so adjusting it up puts the hop up, and obviously pressing the bolt release obviously sends it back in. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just really like it. It's really nice. A little bit lighter, obviously, because it's not got a recoil engine in there. It's a little bit lighter than a TK45. The stock has got a couple of positions to it, which is always nice to have a couple of options of where you want it to stand. Obviously, at the minute, it's not got a battery cover on there, mostly because JTAC's been tinkering with it and is looking to make some sort of build out of it, which I'm sure he'll publish on his social media. But he does run one of the AirTech battery extension compartments on the back, just to give you that extra little bit of room in there. I'll just remove the stock, put that in place, just to give you that extra little bit of battery room in there. And most people would find that at that setting, the stock is comfortable anyway, at that point or at that point. And to be fair, that's pretty much where I would shoulder it, is at that setting anyway. So getting the extra capacity for a battery in there, a little bit longer battery in there, is good. It just makes my life a little bit easier. I'll just remove that again. Just, you know, KWA for me personally are really doing a good job of late. And there are some things that you just think, why have they gone proprietary when they could have kept things a little bit more generic? But you know, the gearbox is absolutely rock solid. Like really solid. You know, the fact that it can take a recoil engine easily. You've got a variable FPS. You've got really good looks. You know, it's just a solid build. There could have been a few things better in there. As with any gun, I don't think there's really a perfect one. I'm sure somebody will comment that a P90 is the perfect gun. But you know, it's a great looking piece of kit. You've got ambidextrous selectors. You've got obviously the working bolt release to obviously lock back your ejection ports. So you can adjust your hot. I do like that feature. It's a simple little thing, but it's just little bits like that just make it a little bit nicer. I love that we've got the M-LOK handguard. I prefer M-LOK to key mod. I just feel like it's a little bit better system. And they include a couple of rails in there as well for you as well. So you get a couple of rails in there to get you started and stuff. It's just excellent value really all round. And I'm really happy with it. I really like the look of it. So we're just going to do the usual shooting test, obviously with the batteries, just to see what the rate of fire is. We know how this is going to go. Standard motor's pretty decent. So we will start with the usual 7.4 2200 milliamp LiPo that we get in there, and that almost fits in there if you did want to know. Obviously with the extension on, it would easily fit. I do think they're missing a trick by not putting Dean's connectors on these now, because I notice a lot more people now are running replacing Dean's onto their AEGs instead of mini Tamiyas. So semi, I always do that. Come on, Pheas. So safe, nothing. Semi, full auto. It's nice, it's steady away. It's definitely better powered with a 7.4 without the recoil engine, because you know that takes a lot of effort to turn those over. But nice, it's steady away. It's nothing too amazing. It's nothing too bad either. So 11.1. Obviously, this is where the real fun happens. And KWA sort of quote themselves as saying these are built for an 11.1. So this is obviously the usual 11.1, 2600 milliamp. So we'll go for this and see what this is like. So safe, nothing, single. You can just hear the difference. It's, you know, full auto. And that's on the standard high torque motor that they put in all of their stuff now. You know, that's really sort of a high rate of fire, and that's without any sort of modifications or anything. That is really good. I'm really happy with that. Out of the box, of just a fantastic piece of kit. So, I hope that's been useful to you. I will leave the usual photos and I will do a separate disassembly video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.